Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy back again to talk about more Switch 2 stuff. I basically woke up this morning and I was like chilling and whatnot, and then the excitement hit me as it has been doing for the last few weeks, even before they even showed the Switch 2. But now that they've shown it, and I've had time to sit with it for a few days, I kind of just want to talk about it a little bit more. So that's what we're gonna do today. And all this is completely off the dome. Um, I don't know if I even want to ever really do scripted videos. If I do, maybe that'll be sometime in the future. And I'm just more of an off the dome type of guy. I just, you know, turn on my software and get to talking. So anyway, let's talk about the way that the Switch 2 looks. I think it looks amazing. I love that Nintendo showed the Switch 1 turning into the Switch 2, because a lot of people have been saying that now that you see the difference, the original Switch does look like some weird infant console. It's like, damn, that looks old. It looks old. It almost looks janky and flimsy. Um, and it's really interesting. Uh, I just love how the new one looks. It looks so sleek. It's clean. It looks like a modern piece of technology. It's not bulky. Like I told you guys, like, I know people love their Steam Decks, but the Steam Deck looks like a whole refrigerator to me. I just love that Nintendo just make it bigger, but don't make it like wider, girthier, or however you want to say it. Um, yeah, I think they did a really, really amazing job at the look of it. Every time I see a picture of it now, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to own one of those. Um, One thing that people have been saying is that they do feel like this model will not be OLED, and that later on down the road they'll have an OLED model. Like, you know how Nintendo typically does. They'll start off with the base model, and then as time goes on, they'll eventually come out with the new and improved one, like, you know, the 3DS to 3DS XL, and or the DS to DSi or DSi XL, those types of things. Um, I think the Wii U was one of the ones that didn't have any type of big upgrade, but yeah, that didn't last very long anyway. But anyway, it kind of hurts my soul to think that this console um, won't be OLED, because it just looks so gorgeous. Like, just looking at the screen and how, you know, shiny and clean it looks, I feel like it just needs to be an OLED. But if it's not, that's cool. I'll gladly buy the OLED model when it comes out, just like I did with my Switch. I literally waited until they came out with a Zelda version of the OLED, and as soon as Tears of the Kingdom dropped, and they were like, "Oh, we have a Tears of the Kingdom OLED," I was like, "Well, you got me. Time to purchase." So I'm pretty sure I'll do that anyway. But I low-key am hoping that there are tiers to it, because if the base model is like LCD, but you can like pay a little bit more, well, probably not a little bit more, but pay more to get an OLED model, I'm paying more. If people are out here paying $700 for a PS5 Pro, I will gladly pay more for a Nintendo Switch 2 OLED model, because I just love OLED screens so much. And I know, like I said, LCD screens, they say they're better than they used to be, but no LCD screen, no matter how good, is going to compare to an OLED. It's just a completely different technology. It's like comparing apples to oranges. You can paint an orange red, but it's still going to be an orange at the end of the day. It's never going to be an apple. um, but yeah, I really hope that they do that. Um, you know, give like an OLED version. But if not, you know, I'll wait my little 2 years and get the OLED upgrade. But so that is what it is. I know some people have been talking about. Also, they feel like the little component inside that you stick the Joy-Cons to is going to be breakable. Um, I am in the realm of feeling like they would have tested that a lot by now. Now, if your dumbass kid breaks the shit, that's on you. I don't know what to tell you. Um, kids will find a way to break anything. That's why they have these tablets out here with these, you know, 5-inch thick cases with them, because kids will find a way to break everything. But, you know, it is what it is. If you give your kid a shiny Switch 2 that costs maybe $400, and you expect them to not mess it up in any type of way, that's just on you. I don't know what to tell you. Me personally, I'm not buying my kid no $400 any damn thing that I know is like a tablet. If it was like a console, like sure, whatever, because they shouldn't be touching the console much anyway, unless they're taking the game out and putting a new game in. But whatever. And as an adult, I would hope that you would do better. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be as bad as people are thinking. People are just, being skeptical as they always are. Everybody has to find a negative in something. But yeah, as far as just the visuals of it, I'm just very pleased by the way it looks. I can't wait to snap the Joy-Cons on and off. That just seems kind of fun to do. I don't know. But yeah, just visually, I just think it looks really great. And I'm a big tech head. I love technology so much. If I could go to a CES, that would be like a dream come true for me, just to see all this new tech. I love it. I have like 2 OLED TVs in my house, as expensive as they are. My laptop was absurdly expensive. I just love good technology. If I had all types of money, my house would be teched out, like for sure. So I can't wait to have the Switch 2 as my new invited to my collection of technology. So yeah, that's just it. Visually, there isn't really much to say because still, it is a Switch 2. But one thing I want to talk about though is I find it interesting. People complain when Nintendo makes a name of something that's very quirky and weird, and they're like, "Oh, you should have just named it something simple." And then they name it something simple, and people are still mad. So it kind of goes, it's kind of like you can't please everybody. People are like, "Oh, Nintendo, they're usually like super quirky and weird, and everything that they do has to have this weird gimmick." But when they do give you gimmicks, everybody's like, "Oh, we don't want this stupid gimmick. Just give us a regular console." So it's just, what can you do? You can't win for losing. But that's one thing I've been kind of finding annoying because, you know, I don't know. I just have heard that for so many years. Like, oh, Nintendo always does too much. If they could just calm down and relax, like, what do you want from them at this point? If they would have came out with something completely insane with 3 screens on it shaped like a pyramid or something, people would be mad. But they come up with something more simple, and then people are still mad. So, whatever. And then people just want things to be their way. Like, some people are like, oh, it should have been named the Super Nintendo Switch or whatever. And it's like, well, that was what you wanted it to be named, and you put it so much in your head that to you it was canon, it was real. But it was not real, it was just you and your head. So, take it or leave it. I don't really care much. I really didn't even care much about the Wii U name. I was just like, giving me the console. It didn't hit me until later because I was like, oh, well, that was a bad decision. As far as marketing, it was just a weird name, but yeah. But then they go to like a just not weird name and people are still mad. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But that's just one thing I wanted to bring up because I've been seeing that a lot in comment sections. But yeah, I kind of touched on this briefly, but I do think the price will be around $400. That's just me personally. I know in a previous video, I'm hoping it would be like $350, but after seeing it, I'm like, that looks like something that would cost about $400. To be honest. So yeah, I'm just really excited, and it does suck that we have to wait, so long to see more about it. But I'm assuming that they just don't have things to show as of yet in a clean format. And me as someone, like, I'm a creator, obviously, well, I don't want to sound like I'm any different from anybody from YouTube, but I also draw, I make comics and things like that. So I can kind of understand at least a little bit where it's like, I want to show people stuff, but I want what I show them to be presentable. I don't want to say, hey guys, I have a comic that I'm about to release, and I just show them some scribbles or some sketches or whatever, because people want to see like actual stuff, like finished pages. So I can kind of understand that, just coming from the standpoint of someone that draws and likes to release content. But yeah, that's my only thing that I could think of. Potentially, with Metroid, it's kind of weird though, because it's like, you've already kind of shown us the game. I'm pretty sure you could at least have shown us a little bit more, even if it is still Switch 1 exclusive. I still would have liked to seen it. I guess. as far as that goes, what do y'all think? Do you think um, Metroid is? Sorry guys, I don't know what happened to my audio right there. Just ignore that little bleep. But yeah, do you think it's gonna be an exclusive? Do you think it's going to have like an upgraded Switch 2 model? I personally feel like um, I would like for it to have a double version, kind of like, I guess, Twilight Princess or Breath of the Wild. But in those situations, it really wasn't much of an upgrade. Like I remember watching videos comparing Breath of the Wild Wii U to Breath of the Wild Switch, and the upgrades really weren't substantial. So if the upgrades aren't going to be super substantial, I mean, I guess there's not really a reason, especially if it has the AI upscaling, then it really doesn't matter because any game that you can play on Switch 1, you can play on Switch 2 for the most part. I know there are ones that are excluded, but I feel like, again, I just feel like that's something that they have to say, uh, so that people can't, sue or whatever and be like, oh, you told me every single game. And, there's that one game that just happens to not be playable. So, that's just business decisions, I guess, to make sure that that is known. Because people love to complain. I work at a call center. I know that people will find the smallest things to complain about. And it's annoying. But, yeah, so even if they don't have like this is the, Metroid Prime 4, but you can buy the Switch 2 version and it's going to be 4K or 60 FPS or whatever the case is. Not that I don't feel like the Switch 1 one will be 60 FPS as well. I think Metroid Prime Remastered was 60 FPS. I can't remember. Someone can fact check me on that because I really don't remember. But yeah, I don't know. But I would have liked to see a little bit more of that. But I want to see just so much when they finally do show this to us in April. I just hope that they really have like a really big blowout. I don't want it to be 45 minutes long. I want it to be no less than an hour, just like the Switch presentation. I think that was like an hour and a half or something. So I want a similar length. I really don't want it to be like just a regular Nintendo Direct, which Nintendo Directs at most are usually 45 minutes long. But I want them to give us an extra 15 minutes. This is a whole new console. I'm pretty sure they have plenty of games that we just don't know about. And then the thing it said, this game plays in Nintendo Switch games and Nintendo Switch exclusives. What are the exclusives that we need to see? That is one thing I'm very interested in, because some people have felt like the Mario Kart doesn't look too much different from Mario Kart 8. And yeah, they haven't shown us much. Maybe when we do finally see it and we see like a stage of them driving around in a city, it'll look, you'll see differences a little bit more. Although it's kind of hard almost to even look better than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because it looks so freaking good. Like if you just bump the resolution up of that game from whatever it is to like, I don't know, 1440 or something like that, it would look fantastic. Just higher textures was really all that game would need to look current gen. But yeah, I really do want them to show us a game that is more technical even than a Mario Kart. Because with Mario Kart, you just want it to look, good enough. You want it to be 60 FPS, and you just want to have a good time. Like, we need to see something that will really show off the technical abilities of the console. So that is what I'm looking forward to. And I kind of want to come back and make more videos, which I'll probably do, or no, I will do. Just kind of talking about things I want to see in a future version of specific franchises, like Zelda, Mario, Pikmin, and things like that. But yeah, for now, I just kind of wanted to touch back on that just to give my afterthoughts again on how I felt about the console. And again, I think it's beautiful. I love the way it looks aesthetically. And yeah, I'm just excited. I don't know what else to say. I'm just excited. I hope you guys are excited too. And if you are enjoying my channel, I know I'm a newcomer. If you do want to subscribe, cool. I'll keep pumping out videos either way. I don't make money doing this, so this is just for fun. But yeah, just nice having people to talk to. about something that I'm kind of passionate about. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a great day.